All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. Actually, a lot of decent bodybuilding news to report. First up in the news, and this I found very interesting, Arnold Schwarzenegger's other son, Patrick Schwarzenegger, appears to be getting into bodybuilding himself and working on building his physique. He posted this story with the caption, "Time to gain some weight," him working out in the gym, giving basically a physique update, which was interesting. Because on this channel, we've talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger's other son, Joseph Bania, who does not share Arnold's last name. Patrick is the son one of Arnold's sons that he had with Maria Shriver, and Patrick shares Arnold's last name. Joseph doesn't. So Joseph has been very public about the fact that he's pursuing bodybuilding. He's pursuing actually competing in a classic physique show. He really wants to go that direction in terms of not just working out, but actually pursuing a competitive career with his physique. And we've seen over and over again on his Instagram posing updates, training updates, constant physique updates. Joseph has been the son that has really been most interested, it seems, in following Arnold's footsteps over the past couple years ago. So fast forward to now, looking at Patrick's story, I think it's interesting to see Patrick in the gym because up until that point, Joseph had really been the only son of Arnold's 3 total sons and the only kid of Arnold's 5 total kids to really find an interest or seem to express an interest in pursuing fitness. And now it's kind of cool to see that Patrick is doing it as well. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I'll zoom into it for you guys a little bit here. It's kind of hard to tell that much from this physique update, really. How reminiscent his physique really is of his father's, Arnold. I think with Joseph, it was pretty obvious that we could see a lot of genetic, structural similarities between him and Arnold. And I think he looks the most like Arnold out of all of Arnold's sons, to be honest. So I'm kind of interested to see how far Arnold's son Patrick ends up pushing his pursuit of fitness. I know that he is a few years older than Joseph. Patrick is 27 and Joseph is 23, so Patrick a little bit later in the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Which son do you think is going to end up having the better physique? I think this is going to be an interesting story if both these guys end up competing. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that one, and I'll keep you guys updated if anything else develops with that. All right, now next up, we actually have quite a few bodybuilding physique updates here. So first off, I want to talk about Keone Pearson. Keone Pearson with another infamous post in delete. So he posted this physique update, a front double bicep here, and he had the caption. I screenshotted this before he deleted it. I don't know why he deleted it. I thought it was a pretty good update here. But the caption said, "These check-ins are from a week ago. No show is decided yet," but he's looking at a show somewhere around the end of 2021, referring to his next 212 bodybuilding show. As you guys know, Keone crossed over from Classic Physique. He was one of my favorite guys in Classic Physique. Very successful with his 212 debut at the Chicago Pro. He won that show, qualified for the Olympia, chose to forego that Olympia and pass basically on that, and work on building his physique and growing into the 212 division a little bit more. So I think a lot of bodybuilding fans, myself included, are extremely excited to see what the future holds for Keone in that 212 category. We know he's got a crazy structure, very flowing physique, great lines. He's bringing over all those great characteristics that he had in Classic and bringing them to 212 with added size. I think really the main question for Keone in 212 is going to be conditioning. Will he have sharp enough conditioning to hang with guys like we saw, Sean Clarita this year was nuts. The level of conditioning that he brought, and Kamal as well, who took second at the 212 Olympia. The level of conditioning on the 212 Olympia stage is insane, and I think that's going to be the biggest X factor or question mark when it comes to Keone's success or lack thereof in 212 is whether or not his conditioning is going to be able to hang with these guys, because we know his shape is going to be able to hang, and we know from the Chicago Pro he's got enough size to hang with 212 guys. So look for a show from Keone towards the end of 2021. Now, the next physique update, another physique update from Nick Walker, preparing for his second show in the men's open class as a professional bodybuilder at the New York Pro, which we're getting close to about 14 weeks out for that show. Nick also competed at the Chicago Pro, where Keone competed, just in a different category, taking 4th there, but posting this physique update today. Front double bicep shot, which I've said this before, but Nick's front double bicep shot, when he posts physique updates on Instagram, that's always the shot of his that catches my attention the most. He's got crazy arms. I mean, this guy looks big in every pose, but to me, he just looks the nuttiest in that front double bicep. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one or not, but his front double bicep to me just looks insane for such a young guy, and such a guy or a guy that's so early on in his pro career, his front double bicep, the caliber is just insane of that shot. I think if Nick brings up his back shots and dials in his conditioning a little bit more, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with at this New York Pro, and that's another thing I'm very excited to see. And now, a word from our sponsors. All right, so another physique update here that caught my eye. GoodVito. GoodVito, the Russian bodybuilder we've all had our eyes on. He's an amateur bodybuilder, not in the IFBB, but to me, one of the freakiest bodybuilders to not step on an IFBB stage. Posted this front double bicep shot. The latest physique update from GoodVito. This guy continues to look more and more insane every physique update that we seem to get from him. Look how wide his lats are in this shot. He's got insane arms. But look how wide his lats are in just the front double bicep. I mean, this guy, he's got such a bright future. I'm so excited to see where his career ends up going and what direction he decides to take it. Because I think at his age, he's 23 or 24, the potential with him is endless. And I think that GoodVito, Vitaly Ugonikov, is a name that we're going to be getting a lot more familiar with in the coming years as he continues to carve out his path in competitive bodybuilding and do a lot more shows. Now, the next physique update, or a quasi-physique update, I guess you could call it, from Shawn Rhoden. So this one caught my attention a little bit because Shawn really hasn't been that active in terms of recent physique updates or recent training videos. But this post caught my attention because of the first couple sentences. He says, "Feeling great to be back in the gym after taking a few months off from training hard. I'm 3 weeks back in and my strength and muscle endurance is about 60%. Loving these late night sessions. No one is coming to save you is an understatement. I'm loving these moments. Reminds me why I started lifting, even though the struggle is real." So he's getting back into the groove. He's getting back into training hard and heavy. And from a purely speculative standpoint, I'm hoping that he tries to prepare his physique for a possible 2021 Olympia prep. Hopefully, I know everything got delayed with his case that's against him. Hopefully that gets resolved. Hopefully it's a positive outcome. And if it is, hopefully Shawn can prepare himself for an Olympia prep later in 2021, and hopefully that's what this beginning of his getting back into hard training is signifying here. Again, purely speculative, optimistic appraisal of this post, but I'm a huge fan of Shawn's physique. I would have loved to see him compete in 2019. I would have loved to see him in this 2020 Olympia lineup, and hopefully in 2021, Shawn gets the chance to defend the title that he won in 2018 because he never got that chance. But most importantly, hopefully he is innocent and found innocent if he is innocent. Because really the most important thing here is whether Shawn is innocent or not the future of his bodybuilding career. But I'm hopeful to see him back on stage one day. Now, the final story that I have for you guys today, a lot of you guys tagged me in this post. Leroy Walker, the Machine, posted a strict curl video with this new strict curl stand where he's curling 230 pounds for 2. Now, first and foremost, this is an extremely impressive amount of weight, whether it was a cheat curl or a strict. So I'm excited to see that level of weight being curled with his back up against the wall. But I've got to say, I am a bit skeptical of how strict these were. It looks to me, now we don't get to see a side angle of this, but it really looks to me like his butt is completely coming off the pad behind him, and he's swinging his legs a little bit and getting some leg drive in those curls. And again, we can't see the side view, but it looks to me like he is bringing his butt entirely off the pad. And keep in mind, a strict curl, your shoulders and your butt have to remain in contact with the wall or the pad the entirety of the lift. So I'm hesitant to call these actual strict curls. Now, it does look like he's 6 weeks out from competing in a strict curl competition, according to this post. And I am optimistic that he's going to strict curl 200 plus, but how close will he curl to the 249-pound current strict curl world record? That remains to be seen. And I'm going to be following along with this story as well, and hopefully he can get something close to it with a little bit stricter form. And also, I want to note that that bar is not typically a bar used in strict curl competitions, but in some it is. So best of luck to Leroy at his meet. Best of luck to all the athletes that I talked about in this video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. Leave a comment down below. It helps with the algorithm. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, Nick Strength and Power signing out.